How many times have you heard the money is in the list, right? But nobody ever gives you the steps or strategies or tactics on how to actually grow your email list. This is the video for you. So hey there, I'm Gemma Bonham-Carter. I help online entrepreneurs just like you create, launch, and grow successful, profitable, freedom-driven online course-based businesses. If I'm going to talk about anything, it is email list building and email marketing. I love talking about this. And honestly, my email list, I would say as a course creator, my email list is my most precious asset. Because even if, let's say tomorrow, all of my courses or digital products, let's say they all stop selling, I know that because I have an engaged email list of people who trust me and, come to me for mentorship and advice, because I have that connection with those people on my email list, I could come out with an offer tomorrow if I needed to, offer it to my email list and make revenue. And there is so much security and peace of mind that comes with knowing that I have that. And I don't need to contend with a social media algorithm. I don't need to learn how to use the new tool on social media, right? It feels like every day there is something new coming out on these different platforms that we need to learn how to use. I can make a choice about whether or not I want to learn that thing if I think it's going to enhance my business in some way. But ultimately, my most important asset is my email list. And I own it, right? That's what I want for you too. One of my students just recently got an email. She really concentrated on growing her email list as soon as she came into my Course Creator School program because she could see that that was going to be like a big part of her potential success. She grew her list to 200 subscribers, which isn't a giant number, and yet she was able to have a $5,000 launch of her new program based on that 200 person list. So you don't need to have a giant list in order to have great profits. But what you do need to have is a strategy for growing that email list. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to go through the 5 steps that you should be taking as a new online course creator or digital product seller that is going to help you get really clear on your strategy for growing your email list. So step number 1 is that you want to start with the end in mind. So what do I mean by this? You need to know exactly who your ideal customer is. Even if you don't have, let's say, your flagship online course created yet, you do need to have a really concrete sense of who that dream customer is. You need to know what pain points they struggle with and ultimately what results or what transformation do they want to achieve that you are going to address in your course or your digital program or digital offer. When you know that, you can then come back from that and say, okay, because I know that I need this person, what is it that I need to create as a lead magnet, a freebie, an opt-in, whatever you want to call it, to get them onto my email list? What is it that's going to be enticing for them? So let's say as an example, let's say you want to teach new real estate agents how to use Instagram to land clients, sell houses, and make deals. Well, what is it that you can create as a freebie that's going to really entice real estate agents to want to download? It could be like the top 10 ways to market your real estate listings on Instagram, or it could be the 5 ways to find new clients, new real estate clients on Instagram, right? Get really specific about a great freebie that's going to attract that person. Make it narrow, make it niched, and you're going to get a lot of traction from it. So that's step number 1. Actually, if you want to learn more about how to create a great lead magnet, I've got that video linked right here that you can go watch after this one to get your wheels turning about lead magnets. So that's step number 1, is to create an irresistible lead magnet specifically for your ideal customer. Step number 2 is I want you to go and make a spreadsheet. Now, in this one, I'm going to ask you to, block off an afternoon and really spend some time creating a big spreadsheet of where your dream customers are. So this is going to include a lot of things. It could be that you are going to go scour Facebook for all the free Facebook groups out there for that where your dream customers hang out. So we know that there are free Facebook groups that have hundreds, thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of people in them around a specific topic. So if you were taking the real estate agent, example, like I'm sure that there are so many free Facebook groups out there specifically for real estate agents. It could be for, I have seen groups for everything, like dog lovers or homeschool parents, like literally everything there's a free Facebook group for. So I want you to go find all of those, join them, and add them to your spreadsheet. I want you to really look at what are the podcasts that my dream customers are listening to. Add those to your spreadsheet. Go on Instagram, figure out what hashtags are they following. What influencers are they following on Instagram? Like where is the content that they are consuming? Figure that out. If you can, make a list on your spreadsheet of those influencers that they're following, that is going to be really helpful. This is ultimately building up what I like to call your Power Partners spreadsheet. And often I will recommend that people fill this out with like 100 different, whether it's Facebook groups, podcasts, or influencers, or just people that already have an audience. Because the idea here is you want to leverage the audiences that have already been created full of your ideal dreamy customers. You want to leverage them and get in front of them because that is going to help you grow your audience. So that's what we're doing in step 2, is creating our spreadsheet. Now in step 3 is that you do need to start reaching out and pitching yourself, getting visible for partnerships and collaborations. These can look like a lot of different things. I actually have another free video on partnership types that you can use, which I'll link to right below here. Again, go watch that after we finish this one. So some examples for partnership types. It could be you coming in and doing a free training inside of somebody's free Facebook group. If you don't even want to go that far, you could simply, as long as you are abiding by the rules of the free Facebook group, you could simply put a post up in the Facebook group that says, hey, I have been having so much success landing my real estate clients on Instagram. I put together the top 10 ways I've been doing that into a free PDF. Drop your email below if you want to snag it from me. Boom. You'll probably have a lot of people dropping their email below. You can add them to the list and send them that freebie and start growing your email list, right? I want you to start pitching yourself to be like a podcast guest. Sure, there are giant podcasts out there that maybe will be harder to land, but there are so many brand new podcasts popping up every single day. And a lot of times those sort of small to medium podcasts, they are looking for guests. And so if you can be pitching yourself and being a guest on podcasts on the regular, that's going to do so much for you to increase your visibility and ultimately your email list. We're going to get to how to do that in just a second. You might have in your spreadsheet, when you identified all of those people on Instagram that other folks in terms of your dream customers are following, you could reach out to those people and say, hey, can we do a little swap where I come on your Instagram, we'll do an IG live together, and then you come on mine and we'll do like mini trainings for each other's audiences. You can do that. Another great way to get visible, right? So see how all of these types of partnerships and collaborations, it can look like such a huge variety of things, but the end goal in mind is that you are getting visible in front of other people's audiences. So step number 1 was that we created an incredible, irresistible lead magnet exactly for our dream customers. Step number 2 is we made our Power Partners spreadsheet. Step number 3 is that we have actually started to pitch and reach out for those partnerships. Now, step number 4 is once you land some of those partnerships or collaborations, you need to always promote that lead magnet, right? The reason why we made this great lead magnet at the very beginning, yes, we want to post it on our own social media, right? Yes, we're going to leverage the audiences we've already created and ultimately get them onto our email list. But even better than that, or to go beyond that, is to promote that lead magnet anywhere you're getting visibility from a partnership or a collaboration. So that might be at the end of a podcast interview, you are pushing your lead magnet. At the end of a little free training you do for somebody's Facebook group or somebody's community. You promote your lead magnet. And what's cool about that is that you're not promoting a paid product. So people might feel less inclined to have you come and do a free training if it's just going to be a pitch fest for your course, right? Or your product or your service. In this case, you're not pitching a paid thing. You're saying, hey, want even more amazing value from me? Here's my free lead magnet where you're going to learn X, Y, Z. And it's a no-brainer for people to want to pick that up from you, right? I have had some great collaborations where I have been a guest on somebody's podcast, and we've had a great, say, half-hour conversation, and then I have pitched my lead magnet at the end, and I will consistently get new subscribers because there are people listening to that podcast episode a month later, 6 months later, a year later, and I will just consistently get leads forever from that podcast interview because I pitched a lead magnet. I didn't pitch, a program that I was launching next week that then kind of goes away and expires. I was pitching a lead magnet that will forever build my list full of my dream ideal customers. That is step number 4. Now, step number 5 is we're veering off the path a little bit of partnerships and collaborations. And I'm going to just tell you that if you have made a super irresistible lead magnet, you might want to try putting some money behind it and going with some paid ads. So whether those are like Facebook and Instagram ads, maybe you do Pinterest ads, you could do Google ads, a lot of people do YouTube ads, whatever type of ads you want to do, doesn't matter. But if you've created this irresistible lead magnet, putting kind of fuel on the fire with ads can really dial up how quickly you can grow your email list. Because partnerships and collaborations, I love them. They work really well for a lot of amazing reasons. They can work quickly. You can get the best leads from partnerships and collaborations. But if you are ready to take it up a notch even further, then adding paid advertisements into your overall strategy, if you have the budget to do so, is going to just put fuel on that fire. So create some ads for your freebie. Now, here's my little tip with this is make sure one thing that you can do, a strategy that you can use that's going to really allow you to offset your ad costs, because it just hurts me to think of you spending a lot of time on ads if you end up getting the wrong people on there, if they never end up buying from you, if the lifetime value of that lead is 0, you're going to be out a lot of money. And I see a lot of people making mistakes with ads when it comes to that and falling down that path a little bit. So one quick solution to this is to simply have a tripwire offer on the thank you page from your lead magnet. So you've got your lead magnet page, they sign up for that thing, right? That amazing checklist or PDF or whatever it is. And then immediately on the thank you page, they're offered something that's low ticket. Let's say it's anywhere in the range of like $15 to $40. If you can convert 5% or 10% of the people who signed up for your freebie, if you can convert those into paid purchased people who have bought that tripwire product off of you. I actually hate the word tripwire, by the way. Let's just call it a low ticket offer or a mini offer. I hate the idea that you're tripping. I don't know if that's just me. Tell me in the comments if you love or hate the word tripwire too. To me, it sounds like you're trying to trick somebody. It's not a trick. I'm just going to present you with my still super valuable but low priced product here that might help you solve your problem. So what the key to a good tripwire though is to make sure it is extremely connected to the lead magnet or freebie that they just signed up for. So it's kind of like, how can I take my lead magnet or freebie to the next step, go one step deeper and solve this problem faster, easier, better with a low ticket paid offer, and have that on the thank you page. And if you do that correctly, you can offset your ad costs. And so that essentially you are just growing your email list for free. And the idea there is that then you're going to sell those people on your online course, on your one-to-one service, on your bigger offer that's going to come later. So those are the 5 big steps for growing your email list, especially as a new course creator. Number 1, create an irresistible lead magnet. Number 2, make that power partners spreadsheet. Number 3, start pitching those partnerships and collaborations. Number 4, always, always, always promote the lead magnet in any partnership or collaboration you land, and just regularly on your own social media. Number 5, pour fuel on the fire by creating some paid ads to that lead magnet. And bonus tip, put a tripwire offer or a mini product offer on the back end of that lead magnet so you can offset your ad costs. To me, that is the perfect strategy for creating and growing your email list full of dreamy, ideal customers super, super quickly, without necessarily relying only on social media or only on YouTube or blogging or any of those strategies, which yes, can work, but take time. This is a faster approach. So if you want to learn more about lead magnets, about collaboration types, or about how to pitch, I've linked to those videos below. I also invite you, if you're interested in launching an online course, I invite you to join my free masterclass, Courses That Sell. I'm going to show you exactly how to come up with a highly sellable course topic. I'm going to show you how to validate that idea and how to pre-sell it. So before you go and create the whole course, I want to show you how to actually get customers for it before you waste any time with an idea that's not going to sell. So the link to that is below. It's GemmaBonham-Carter.com/course-class. You can get a free seat. It's about a 45 to 60 minute presentation that you can watch on your own time that I promise you will get some incredible aha moments from. So that is it for me today. Let me know in the comments below, how's your email list going? Like, how it's been growing quickly? Or can you use some of these strategies that we talked about today? What has been working for you? What hasn't? I'd love to know in the comments below. I will see you in the next video.